guys? Another successful day at work. Hopefully it was for you guys. I don't know. Whatever you did, hopefully it was successful. Hopefully you enjoyed every single moment of it. I'm a view kind of guy, you know what I mean? I go to places with good views. And then there's a fire. I'm always next to a fire station, which is funny as fuck. I don't know if that's symbolism, maybe. But, yeah. It's just how it is, right? Everything's connected. But this time around, this video is about just the path of spirituality and just the reminder of the growth that comes with it. And it's not a boost in spiritual ego, or an ego, right? Because if it would be, it would just be a spiritual ego. And you already know when you are going through your spiritual shift, you know that you don't identify with any identity. You don't emphasize on any identity. You know what I mean? There's people that grow and awaken and develop an ego out of the spiritual stuff, you know, out of the law of attraction, the third eye. It's become very cliche. It has. I guess it's just people with the spiritual ego that have made it a cliche, though. Because true spirituality is ego detachment. It's knowing that it will always be there, but it's knowing that you're beyond it. You're beyond any identity. You're beyond the form. You're just aware of what is and what isn't. And again, remembering and knowing that you're not better than anyone or nothing just because you understand a different frequency. You know, we're all part of the same source. We're all from the same source. We're all made of the same thing, blah, blah, blah. So although awareness is key, the awareness doesn't make you better. Obviously, at that point, if you do think that it's a spiritual ego. But through our shift in consciousness, we kill that, you know, we kill that aspect. It's a unlearning and learning and detaching and unattaching, you know, whatever. Just remembering and detaching through this shift. We're in this together. You're never alone. That's what I make these videos to remind you of, you know what I mean? It's just remembering the true path of spirituality is a path of humility. You know, not in a bad way, but just to let go of the shit you don't need to come, let it come to the surface, you know what I mean? Because that's part of how you grow, and a true transformative inner growth, not just externally. And it's not even a little boost to the ego. Like I said, that would be a spiritual ego. So this isn't about that. No, it's too often spiritual practices, they get twisted into performance for validation, right? Again, that's the ego. And when that happens, their deeper meaning is lost. So it's just a bunch of BS, the fake guru stuff, and they try to sell you a course. Hell no, fuck that. So just really reflect on this. Are your spiritual efforts driven by a genuine, you know, desire for growth? Or are they just tied to how others perceive you? Because again, that's just ego, not true soul. Authentic spirituality is not about the fucking decoration of the ego. Again, that's a spiritual ego. It's about the quiet dismantling of what you thought was and reconnecting and relearning what truly is. So here's how I would say to stay aligned with our spiritual journey. Definitely meditate. Bring the awareness inward. Bring the focus on the awareness of within your heart. Feel the heart, your inner world, because again, if the external reality is only a reflection of the inner world, then you have to bring your energy to the internal world. Feel your heart, feel the subconscious, breathe, sit with the thoughts, you know, let go of that shit that don't serve. These thoughts never had a power over you like you thought it did. Remember that spiritual growth is about inner transformation, not external appearance. Again, that's ego, because true spirituality is understanding the physical is an illusion. We are transcending the physical in the solidity. You are light, formless, and your actions should reflect inner peace, not a performance for recognition. That's all ego desire. True spirituality is transcending, again, egoic desires and understanding a true higher self, soul, needs, and, you know, necessity, whatever. That's the true you, the true essence. So embrace humility. True wisdom, it doesn't shout. You know what I mean? It's the deeper you grow, the less you feel the need to prove yourself. Because again, all the proving was the ego. Real spirituality doesn't need to be advertised. It just radiates naturally. You don't gotta say, I'm awake, look at me, blah, 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 my third eye's open. That's just spiritual ego. Someone who's truly awakened and doing their shit, you're gonna naturally radiate that energy in your auric field, so you don't gotta say shit. Your energy speaks louder than words, because we're all connected. So you're gonna get in the room, and then you're not gonna have to say anything. It's just gonna be felt. And they're not gonna know what it is they're feeling, but they're feeling it, you know what I mean? That's true spiritual shit. You'll look awake, you'll look, because you just glow differently. You have a different way about you. Your vibe is different. So there is no need to say, hey, look at me, I'm awake. Do I look awake? Oh my God, no, that's spiritual ego wanting validation. You know that you're awake if you don't gotta say shit. You're so sure of the work you've done. You're so confident, not in an egoic way, but you're just aware. So you don't gotta say shit. You don't gotta ask for validation or to see, do you see me now? No, because they're gonna actually feel you. They're gonna feel you the second you get in. So you'll know intuitively that, they see me, you know what I mean? I am different, I am awake, if you will. It's beautiful seeing all these stars in the sky. It's fucking, man, it's good being out here after being in the warehouse all day. It's so good. It's just so good. But no, dude, the deeper you grow, the less you guys are going to feel the need to prove yourself. And it feels so good once you do. You'll know. You just feel so free, so light. So just practice self-honesty. Practice self-honesty. Practice gratitude. Regularly make it a habit every day. Just check in with yourself, your subconscious. Tap in. Ask yourself, are my motives pure? Or am I doing this to grow? Or to be seen, you know what I mean? Just let go of the need for praise and focus on the growth that comes from within. That's the real you, not the ego. So when you let go of the ego's need to wear spirituality as a badge, you open yourself up deeper, to a more meaningful experience on your own path. And it is felt. It is more genuine when you do that. That's where the real power is found, in the silence and the stillness, in the humility, you know what I mean, and in the truth of your being. I guess you could say the humility being the things that you're not necessarily comfortable with, When you feel uncomfortableness, that's vulnerable, you're fucking strong, you know what I mean? So just really know that authentic spirituality doesn't make you louder, it makes you freer. And you know that you won't have to ask again, or you won't have to ask at all, because you are just felt with the work the amount of work you've been doing, you are felt. And that's a sign that you're doing good. Keep going. Because if they could feel you, that means you're doing good. Your light is radiating, it's contagious, it's helping others awaken and think for themselves. You're shaking other people's dormant frequencies by you awakening and raising your vibration. That's alone another sign that you are doing good. You are doing good. Because when people have these spiritual egos, they're only creating an illusion, and they're not getting the point. They're wearing it like a badge. Like, look at me. Like, no offense, but we got a lot of people doing tarot card readings on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, and they're like, yeah, or the ones that obsess over astrology, like they make an ego out of it. And if you're doing that, you're already getting lost. You're already not seeing the bigger picture, because it's not just this or this, maybe it's all of it, you know what I mean? All of it and everything at the same time. But either way, we all come from source. So when we get out of that illusion of separation and identity and the mask, you are so much more powerful and free, because, again, you don't identify, you don't attach, you just be. I used to go through my shift in consciousness and think like, damn, they're awake and I'm not, what the fuck? And you kind of do get a sense of spiritual ego in a way. It's like a test. It's like I'm on a higher vibe and they're not. They're in a cycle. Whoa, are they sheep? This is like, everyone's a soul. Everyone's light. Everyone's having an experience just like you. We're just all on different journeys through our evolution of awakening. Maybe they'll awaken in this lifetime, maybe not. Either way, the fact that you're aware of the truth, that there is more of reality and of yourself, says a lot. So just keep going, because the people that need you and that need to feel you and, you know what I mean, have you as reassurance, as guidance, you're going to meet them, you know. You're going to meet them. The people that need to hear you and feel your energy, whatever, you're a healing energy. You're going to run into them, whatever, you know. Everything's connected, so it's like, the more you do you, the more you stay true to yourself and your soul purpose in life on this planet, whatever, then it's all just going to work out for you, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to try to get people to understand you. They're going to come. Like, you do attract what you are, so you will, as you shift into this newer you, this awakened self, the true you know, detached from ego desires, and just trying to chill, you know, enjoy this human experience. Not forcing, just surrendering to the flow, just, you know, knowing that you're okay no matter what. That's the real you, the higher you, right? You'll know that things are just going to happen for you, like, easier. You're like, because you're not fucking trying to control it so hard. And that's the ego, right? It loves to control it, like, and it creates resistance because it's, you know, I'm not okay with where I'm at, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, when you detach that and when you realize that was just the ego all along, but you're not that, you're not the ego, again, you're just the observer that thought you were not the observer. Isn't that crazy? Like, we confuse ourselves with the masks. We confuse ourselves with the thinking that we are the thoughts and, you know, we're the body and this and that. But the real you doesn't judge. The real you is just watching. It's not asking. It's just being. It already knows. It just, you as eternal, it already knows. You're just remembering because you forgot. When we incarnate in this human, in this body, in this form, we're just, you know, all that we go through, it's only reminding us, remembering that we have always been more than this. So it's not that I made another video of this, but yeah, it's truly not that you're necessarily learning new things. It just feels like you're learning new things because you forgot it through amnesia, incarnating on Earth, but you are just remembering. You've always known these things. It's just coming to you at the right time that you now perceive of it. Because if you can only perceive the vibration you're of, the more you raise your vibration, then you can, you know, receive what you've already known, because you could perceive of it. When we come through here and we go through the veil of forgetfulness or whatever to incarnate on this planet, you reset your vibration, your frequency, if you will. I don't know if you guys played Call of Duty, but there's in the multiplayer, there's what's called prestige, right? So it's like you get to a certain level after you rank up, and then you prestige, which basically it resets all your stats. But you just have to start over and keep going. It's weird. It's kind of like that. We prestiged, and then we came here. We had to reset our stats, and we just gotta do it again to remember. It's like, if you know, you know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't know what I'm talking about. But it is. But yeah. And it's like everything we go through, you know, everyone we meet is only guiding us back home, only guiding us back to our true self. You know, and that's why you come to know yourself at a deeper level through all of what you do and the people you meet and then the things you experience, you know, because you're so deep, your soul is so deep, you know, it's so infinite. And, you know, if you're watching this, you're an old soul. That's why you feel like you've never been here. Or, I mean, that's why you feel like you've been here for so long. Because we come from other star systems where they're so much more advanced, you know. This shit outdated. You know what I mean? So outdated. So we just had to come here and play the part and just kind of like, yeah, play the part for now. That's why it's like you don't fit in, because where we're from is so different, so faster. And again, it doesn't make you better. Again, we're all one. It's just the awareness that is power. But yeah. That was a good video. That was a good one. Look at the moon. It looks like it's a full moon from here, but it's not. Yeah. But yeah, guys, just enjoy the ride. That's all a ride, you know? even at work, you're gonna not be at work. Like, you're gonna be somewhere that you don't want to be at. But I'm telling you, the more you remind yourself, this is all it is. I just gotta enjoy the present moment. I'm not like, bro, I hate being at work. You know what I mean? It's a cool job, but it's just something to get money in the meantime. You know, if you're not getting paid doing what you want to do, at least start working towards it. That's what I'm doing. But obviously, in the meantime, you need some income. So it's like, we gotta do shit we don't want to do sometimes. We gotta play the part, right? But it's like, even at work, I want to be out and about, but I need the money. So instead of putting myself in the mindset of, fuck this, I want to go, it's just breathe. You kind of just breathe. You kind of like astral plane, you know? You breathe, you focus on your heart, focus on the lightness of your vessel, and you just breathe through the flow. Because we're just flowing, literally. So you're just flowing, playing the part at work, enjoying the present moment. Not observing, not trying to, observing, but not trying to control it, right? Like, I want to go now, come on, hurry. Just be and breathe and enjoy the present moment. Like, I don't even look at the clock. Because first of all, time's an illusion. Second of all, it just feels like it goes by slower if you look. Seriously, it goes by so much quicker when you don't look at the clock or the time. Because you're more present. And if you're looking at the fucking time, you're not necessarily present. That's why it feels like it's going by slower. When you're present, you're more content, you're more connected, you're more in flow. So time feels like it's going by faster. Because you're not judging, you're just chilling. Holy shit. This is what I ran into? Fuck. Bro, there's a fucking spider web. And over there, I ran into it. Oh my god. I'm so glad I didn't run into that. Look at this, bro. Hold on, my fucking flashlight broke. Damn, bro. Look at that. I think that's a wolf spider, I don't know. But Jesus. Fuck that, dude. I'm literally walking and I see that motherfucker. Look, I'm not scared of spiders, but damn, you know what I mean? Why do they just set up fort in the middle of a walkway? Like, bro, there's literally underneath this tree in the middle of a walkway. That's crazy. Jeez, at least I didn't get the spider on me. At first, when I walked through here, when I got here, I felt something. I felt the web. I think I just hit the side of it. So I didn't get a spider on me because he's still chilling. Like a villain. Whatever. Anyways, guys, namaste, Lydia as a titty. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Waves